The rain poured down as a girl limped across the cracked school pavement, clutching her backpack tightly against her chest. The metallic clink of her prosthetic leg echoed with every step. Students passing by stared, some whispering, others smirking. But she didn't flinch. Not because she didn't hear them, but because she had trained herself not to react anymore. Her name was Lina Hart, 16, quiet and strong in ways no one could see. She had lost her leg in a tragic car accident when she was 8, but she never lost her courage. What no one at Crestwood High knew, not the bullies, not even her teachers, was that the girl they teased for being broken once stood on a world championship podium. And by the time the truth came out, when those same bullies shattered her prosthetic leg, they would wish they'd never crossed her path. Because Lina wasn't just surviving, she was training for something none of them saw coming. The first day at a new school is hard for anyone, but for Lina it was harder. Her mom had moved them to Crestwood after Lina's father passed away. The new house was smaller, the neighborhood quieter, and the school, well, it was everything she didn't want. From the moment she walked through the hallway, whispers followed her like shadows. Why does she walk like that? Is that metal? Did she lose her leg or something? Lina kept her head down. She'd heard it all before. At lunch, she sat alone at a corner table, unpacking her food carefully. She had just started eating when a tray slammed down across from her. It was Mason, the school's star athlete, tall, confident, and cruel in ways he didn't even try to hide. "Well, if it isn't the robot girl," he sneered. His friends, Tyler and Zoe, both notorious for their arrogance, chuckled behind him. "What's under there, huh?" Mason pointed toward her leg, his tone mocking. Lina froze. "Just, please leave me alone." But Mason leaned closer. "Come on, show us. Maybe it makes cool sounds when you walk." He kicked her chair leg slightly, just enough to make her stumble. The cafeteria fell silent as her prosthetic leg made a sharp metallic sound when it hit the chair. Some students laughed. Lina felt her cheeks burn. The humiliation was suffocating, but she refused to let a tear fall. She simply gathered her things and walked out. That evening, at home, her mother noticed her silence. "Rough first day?" she asked softly. Lina shrugged. "Same as always." Her mom sighed. "People fear what they don't understand, sweetheart. But you're stronger than you think." Lina smiled faintly, but her eyes drifted toward the framed photo on the shelf. A little girl holding a gold medal, her prosthetic leg gleaming under the lights. She missed those days, the Taekwondo tournaments, the discipline, the pride. Her old coach had once said, "Your body isn't broken, Lina. It's been rebuilt stronger." That night, she pulled out her old uniform and stared at it for a long time. Something inside her stirred again, something fierce. The next week, things didn't get easier. Mason and his friends found new ways to taunt her. They mimicked her walk, called her Iron Girl, and even blocked her locker. But one afternoon, something unexpected happened. While walking home, Lina saw a younger kid, about 10 years old, being bullied near the park. The boys had pushed him into the mud and stolen his backpack. Without hesitation, Lina stormed toward them. "Hey!" she shouted. "Leave him alone!" The bullies turned, laughing. "Or what? Metal leg? You'll trip us with your robo-foot?" Lina's jaw tightened. She stepped forward, calm, focused. In a blink, she twisted the boy's wrist and made him drop the backpack. The rest backed off immediately. The little boy stared at her, wide-eyed. "Are you like a superhero or something?" Lina smiled softly. "No, just someone who doesn't like seeing people get hurt." From that day, something changed inside her. She started visiting the local martial arts gym again. Her old instructor, Master Kim, was still there. "Back to train again?" he asked with a proud smile. Lina nodded. Yes. This time, not for medals. Day after day, she trained kicks, balance drills, flexibility. Her prosthetic leg wasn't a weakness anymore. It was an extension of her power. But back at school, Mason noticed something new: confidence, and he didn't like it. One rainy afternoon, as Lina walked through the empty hallway, Mason blocked her path again. "You think you're better than us now?" he sneered. Lina kept walking. "I don't think about you at all." That made him furious. He shoved her shoulder. "Hey, don't walk away from me!" Before Lina could react, Mason's foot swung out, not toward her face, but toward her leg. The prosthetic made a loud crack as it split near the knee joint. The sound echoed. Students nearby gasped. Lina stumbled, catching herself against a locker. Mason froze, realizing what he'd done, but it was too late. Lina's breathing grew slow, controlled. She picked up the broken piece and looked at him, not with anger, but with calm determination. "You just broke the wrong leg," she said quietly. Then she turned and limped away. The next day, she didn't come to school. But something was about to happen that no one expected. 2 weeks later, Crestwood High was buzzing. A huge community charity event was scheduled, sponsored by a local martial arts academy. They were hosting an anti-bullying demonstration, and the main guest was rumored to be an international athlete. Mason and his friends were lounging near the gym, joking around. "Bet it's some old guy who'll tell us to hug each other," Tyler laughed. But when the lights dimmed and the announcer spoke, the laughter stopped. "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome National Taekwondo champion Lina Hart." Mason's jaw dropped. The same girl they mocked stepped onto the mat in her crisp white uniform, a sleek new prosthetic leg glinting under the lights. The crowd erupted in applause. She bowed, then faced her instructor. "Ready, Master Kim." The demonstration began: powerful kicks, flawless spins, perfect control. The entire gym was silent as Lina's movements flowed like poetry. Her prosthetic leg, once a target of mockery, now looked like a blade of strength. After the performance, she took the microphone. "When I first came here," she said softly, "I was scared to be seen. I thought my leg made me less. But now I know, strength isn't what you're born with. It's what you build after you've been broken." Her eyes met Mason's. "And to anyone who's ever made someone feel small, remember, someday you'll meet someone you underestimated." The crowd applauded. Even Mason looked away, his face pale. Later that evening, he found her near the parking lot. "Hey, Lina." He hesitated. "I'm sorry. For everything." She looked at him, not with hatred, but with quiet grace. "Just don't do it to anyone else," she said. "That's how you make it right." He nodded. "You really are stronger than all of us." Lina smiled faintly. "Not stronger. Just done being afraid." Months passed. Lina became a symbol at Crestwood, not just for standing up to bullies, but for showing everyone that real power comes from resilience. She started a self-defense club, teaching both girls and boys how to protect themselves and stand tall. The same hallways that once echoed with mockery now echoed with respect. And sometimes, when new students whispered about the girl with the metal leg, someone always corrected them. "She's not the girl with the metal leg. She's the one who stood up for everyone else." Because Lina Hart didn't just walk again. She rose. And everyone who once broke her ended up learning from her. Is greater than never. Judge someone by what they've lost, because you might just overlook the strength that built them back up. Kindness costs nothing, but it can change everything.